This video help guide is going to talk you through diary blocks. So we've created diary blocks because they block out periods of time in your diary, self-explanatory. The idea behind a diary block is that when you're using our online booking system, if you have a diary block in place, it means that nobody will be able to see any appointments as available within the time of the diary block. So this could be for a holiday, for a one-off day, or it could be for like a meeting that you have every week because you can repeat them as well. So if I wanted to add a diary block, you want to come over here to the three dots and we want to go to diary blocks. It will then show you any existing blocks that you already have, but for the sake of this video I want to add a new one, so you click new diary block. So you can call it what you want. So let's just say this is a meeting, and you can choose whether you want it to apply to your whole diary or if you use groups. So I have changing room 1 and 2, it could be that it applies to just one of them. So for example, if you had one staff member that was on holiday for a certain day, you could add in a block for just one fitting room if that's the room that she normally takes. But I'm going to do this for my whole diary. You then choose the date of the block. So let's say it's for tomorrow and the diary block is, let's do it 9 o'clock till, I'll do it till 5. So if you want to do it as a one-off, you could then just go ahead and create. Or if you want to do it as a repeat, you can then toggle on the repeat option here. So let's say I want this block to repeat every 2 weeks. You can then go ahead and you can select your unit. So I'm going to go weeks and I'm going to say every 2 weeks. And you can say, you can choose the day of the week you want it to repeat on. So for me, it's a Tuesday that it starts on. So I'm going to do a Tuesday repeat. And you can then choose how long this runs for. So it'll start from the starting from now, and I'm going to run it until, I think it defaults to about 6 months time, but let's say I want to run it until October next year. You can then go ahead and create the diary block. So it will have added to this list, but if I then come back to my diary, and if we go to a week view, you can see tomorrow that this diary block is put in place for all day. And if I go to my month view, you can see that repeating every 2 weeks, which is how I've added it. So every 2 weeks, the diary block is then repeating. If you then want to go ahead and edit that, you can go and click on one. So say this 1 week on the 12th, I don't want the diary block to be in place. I can go ahead and you can then go to delete it. And it then gives you the option if you want to delete that block only, or if you want to delete the full diary block, so all of the repeats. So you choose which option you want. You also can do the same with editing it. So say that one day I wanted the diary block to only run for the morning, I could then go to single block. So it's that one block, and I'm editing it. So this one's not 9 till 5, this one's going to be 9 till 12. I can then go ahead and update. And if we come to that day, so what day is that? The 12th. If we come to 12th and we go to day view, you can see that diary block is actually edited, so it only runs until 12 o'clock. So it'll prevent any appointments being added to the diary, but if you're an admin, it does allow you to override this. So if I try book an appointment, so let's say if I book for that time, so that is the 12th at 10 o'clock, so that should be within this block. I'm going to add an appointment, so I will add one for myself. I'm just going to go through and we'll do changing room 1, add the appointment details in. If I then go to submit, you can see there's an error, so it's telling you that the diary block is preventing it being added. But because I am an admin, I can then go ahead and I can override that diary block. So if you did, for whatever reason, want to book one in and you're an admin, you can go ahead and do that. If you have staff that you don't want to be able to override it, just make sure they're using a user profile, not an admin profile, and they would not be able to have this option. It would not appear for them. But for me, I could then go ahead and submit this, and you can see it then will allow it to be booked in. So it stops you physically adding any appointments in the diary, and it also corresponds to the online booking system. So the online booking system will not allow you or your brides to book any appointments on your website if diary blocks are in place.